Welcome, it's Codeweaver again. It's time for some evening gaming. Well, kind of really late afternoon for me, but whatever. We are going to play a little bit of Stranded Deep while I am waiting for my dinner to show up. Gonna have some sushi, and we are going to play. Yeah, we're going to play Stranded Deep. So later on, maybe we'll do a little Phasmophobia, but I have decided that I'm going to play this for a little bit because I'm at a point where I've done sort of my rapid colonization of stranded deep islands. Yes, I need to cool down. I realize that. Huzzah! Isn't that delightful? Right. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit careful. There's snakes on this island. This is not the primary island, but this is one of the ones actually that I visited and set up camp on really early on. I've gotten myself in a situation where what I want to do is I want to actually build a raft, and I'm going to leapfrog over the sailing raft to try to make a fuel-based like engine raft, because I have all the bits. It does require me to have fuel, obviously, and so there's a whole thing where I've got to collect the resources to do that and so on. I've got almost everything. The thing I don't have is a base for the raft. And so I'm going to start by doing that. I'm also going to build a kiln back on my main island, which is like over there somewhere. Let's do a thing. I do know that there are snakes on this island, and they do respawn. And so one of my major problems is I kind of don't want to get bitten by a snake. I also have to get into the trees to try to keep cool, or I have to go diving into the ocean. Let's go hunting for snakes. Yeah. I'll leave our little piggy friend alone. There. I saw movement in the grass. There we go. Ah, crap. Waste a lot of arrows trying to take these guys out. Now you can recover most arrows unless they break, but they are also remarkably hard to spot. Only got 7. Wouldn't mind reclaiming my last arrow, but I may have lost it in this grass, and I can spend an awful lot of time hunting it. Nope, there it is. Yay! Okay. I'm hoping that is in fact the only snake I have to deal with. I'm going to go skin it back here because I didn't bring my knife with me. So there we go with the snake. Let's just save the game again because reasons. Alright, let's carefully move through the trees here. Is there a coconut that I can grab? Not on that tree. There's one. Stay a little bit hydrated. I can eat a small amount of. Oh, hey, look, that is a really nice bit of shade. Let's take advantage of that, shall we? So, among the things that I needed to collect when I was out and about was clay for the kiln, because there's at least a few things that might be advantageous to have a kiln for. One of which is the I guess you could say bottled water, being able to store it's a clay container for water that I can carry with me. So that, because right now I can only carry 1 unit of water in one inventory slot. It'd be nice to have a slightly more efficient mechanism for carrying water with me. So that is what I'm going to do. I don't really, at this point, need fiber sleeve resources for like water and stuff back home. I've got so much that's currently on my primary island, but you know, I've got some spare carrying space on my way back. The big thing that I'm after, though, I still got to watch out for snakes. I don't trust that there's not another one on here. The big thing that I'm after, actually, is these guys. Those are going to form the base of my raft. And I have... Oh, look at that. Giant crab. Okay. Alright, buddy. I haven't found a really good way of dealing with those guys, and I'm not good enough with the... Oh, that's going to be a problem. Can I actually pick him up? Yeah. I should bring the knife with me, because that's starting to become a problem that I can't skin them en route. Okay, so I have captured my dinner. This is fine. I haven't found a good way to battle these guys. The arrows just break when you try to shoot them from a distance. I could use a spear. I haven't gotten very good at spear fighting in this game. We'll have to see how that plays out. I have the equipment to build the blow dart spear gun too. I should really take advantage of the fact that I can do that. Alright, so let's grab the knife. Right. Grab a couple of nice thick meats from this. My biggest problem out here is still staying hydrated, to be honest. So we got a little bit of meat out of that. Do I actually have any local firewood? No. Let's go see if we can find a ficus tree or two. I don't really want to cut down the palms. I want to let them grow big and strong. Should be some ficus trees in here somewhere. Or pine saplings, they'll do. Don't really need much of these either. I just figured that I would... I don't have enough room in my inventory. That's great. That's okay. That's fine. What I will do is I'm going to light a fire. I'm going to have a nice little beach campfire. I haven't been doing a lot in terms of... This may be actually the first time that I have lit this fire. I establish it in case I do want to light a fire. I establish the whole pit thing. That's great, but... yeah. Alright, let's drop that. But it's mostly just as a mark of, because basically I set up camp here. By the end of the day, I managed to make it all the way back to my main island. That's going to start to not be quite as easy to do as I go further and further out, although I'm hoping to have my gasoline-powered, just do this. There we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's going to burn, like, all night. In the morning, I'll use those to fill up the fire, just so that I, so I can. Alright, so I'm going to attach that, but you don't need to actually attach meat to cook it. I think I demonstrated this actually in an earlier game that I played. As long as you can get it on the fire. This is how you used to have to do it beforehand in the dark days of this game, when you had to get it close to the fire, but you didn't want to actually like hold on to it and monitor it to balance it on the sort of dome of the fire. So I'm glad they left that in there. It's kind of cheesy, but, you know, whatever. I mean, as an alternative to the fact that you can't sort of cook arbitrarily large numbers of meat over a simple fire like that. Anyway, so that will cook. Boy, it's pretty. So what I'm going to do in the morning... Okay, so water is still going to be a problem here. Okay, so... what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that these are stored, because those are going to form the base of my raft. That was the last piece I was missing. I have the pieces for the raft, I think, for at least a small raft. I have all the pieces for the engine. I have the pieces for the still, and I have no idea how to actually make fuel from that point. So this could be This could be an abortive attempt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build the still first and make sure that I can properly produce fuel, figure out how that works. And, oh, hey, 2 viewers. Look at that. Well, probably 1 viewer, myself and someone else, but because I monitor my own stream just to make sure it's streaming. Hey, how you doing? Say hi in the chat room if you like, or don't if you don't want to. That's okay. I'm just playing this because I like it, and I'm glad you're here. So yeah, water's going to be liquid's going to be a problem here, but it's not going to be too much of a problem as long as I can. Come on, stay up there. Thank you. As long as I can drink coconut juice, but I can't drink too much of it because it upsets your stomach, and that's not good. I do have a little bit of water here, but I'd like to save that for an absolute emergency, and I'm currently kind of low. Okay, so I just saved the game, so let's see if we can find another coconut and risk having a little bit more in terms of coconut milk. The coconuts don't grow that fast, but this is why, by the way, I like leaving as many palm trees as I can on an island, because then when I come and visit, there's at least a moderate chance I've got a couple of coconuts that have grown since the last time I've been here. A little bit of renewable resource planning. Right, so where did I put the axe? Kadoink. That's right, my coconuts go kadoink. Alright. Can I risk eating this? Because it would kind of be... How am I doing on food? I could risk this. I mean, it's not going to kill me, but... Stay good. Stay good, please. Okay, okay. Probably can't have another one of those before morning, though. But that seems to have not bothered me, and it's hydrated me a little, but not much. That's just what I'm going to have to deal with. So my real plan here, aside from getting those, is the other thing that I've been doing, which is to get out into the ocean here, at least near shore. Whoa, hello. Hello, how healthy am I? I'm actually in good health. I can take this guy. I can totally take this guy. Right, eat a skin. Let's do the skinning thing. I'm going to try to get some more clay, because it's always good to have backup resources. And I haven't really done that on stream yet, so why not? But if I don't get enough of it, it's not going to be a major crisis, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time harvesting. I'm also going to be looking for wrecks, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time trying to pull up more of these boxes, because I have caught... Well, I'm going to have to show you when I get back to my main island, because I'm not going to be here more than a day. So, yeah. Oh, that is a good point. I am going to have to monitor my my phone to make sure that when my dinner gets here, I can go out and get it. Oh, yeah, so let's get these being cooked, because raw meat rots faster than cooked meat. That should be good enough, just balancing it on the... Oh, and I've done a silly. Alright. Well, this is the new game. It's called Crab Meat Jenga. I've just invented it. I've totally not just invented it. Honestly, the proper way to do this is have to have a smoker or a spit or whatever back at camp. But I'm out and about, so. And the other proper way to do this is just to wait for that top one to finish cooking. The one that's on the stick, and just use the mechanics of the game. But this is more fun. There we go, cooked small snake meat. We're going to munch that. We'll take this, we'll do the attach thing, and that actually should cook everything. Oh hey, take a look at that, cooked medium crab meat. So I'm going to leave this and cooked there, and that one's being cooked. Okay, so we are just going to leave these here, because... save now, save often, save forever. Game doesn't have an auto-save mechanism. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly happy to hit the save button whenever I return back to camp. right. I'm gonna go diving for more boxes because they're great for transport. They have 3 inventory slots of their own and only take up 1, so that expands your ability to carry stuff when you're out and about, almost to a ridiculous extent. But also they have useful stuff in them, and I'm kind of looking for... I think I showed what I did on one of my previous runs where I have the sort of handheld solar lanterns. Solar emergency lanterns charge during the day and stay on all night during the night, and you can basically use them as beacons on your islands. Now, you can't see the beacons this far away, but you can see them from about a third of this distance, which is respectable. So if you're out and about and paddling around the islands or zipping by them in a motorized boat and you have a lantern on an island, you can often see it from a decent distance away, which serves for my primary island as a way to identify my primary island. Because I don't have a compass and I've been doing everything by Dead Reckoning. Actually, in fact, that's one thing I've forgotten to do here. My island is just off that direction in the distance, but unlike all of the other places that I have visited, this is the one island I failed to do this on. That's right, I mark everything down manually with an arrow form of wooden sticks. And in the absence of having a better way to navigate through the islands, I will do this for every island that I land on, actually even after I've got a compass, because it's kind of handy just to wake up and know where home is. And as I move outward to further and further rings of islands, I'll make sure that I always have my arrows pointing back so that I can eventually follow them all the way home. It doesn't take much. The sticks are, largely renewable. So why not use them as a signpost effectively? Although, as I mentioned before, I don't tend to make them out of palm trees unless I need the palm trees for the palm leaves, because there are other ways to get sticks, like that. With the... and that is... oh, ow. Ow. Whoa, shiminy cricket. That is a big piggy. Okay. I do need more leather strips. Now you've gone and made me mad. Actually, it's kind of a bad idea for me to get into it at nighttime, because it's even harder to find the arrows that I shoot and miss. I'm not that much of a dead shot. I was out collecting sticks before I was rudely interrupted. Alright. Still don't have, technically speaking, an antidote to snake venom, which is why the snake thing is such an important thing to cope with. It effectively means I would have to reload from a previous save. I would have no other option. Unless well, that's not true. I could race around trying to get the bits and pieces for an antidote, but that would be annoying. So, don't get bit by snakes is the thing that I'm really trying to have as a takeaway here. Did it drop 2 sticks? It might not have dropped 2 sticks. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I've got piles of wood resources back home. Not enough to build the eventually ridiculous resort building that I'm almost certainly going to build, but I'll grab a few more. But easily enough to get started. I don't need to build my whole building all at once. In fact, I won't be building it at all right away. Okay. There's Mr. Big Piggy. I could stick around long enough to snag him in the morning. any nearby trees have coconut? I don't think so. Well, that's just downright unsettling. And kind of cool, but downright unsettling. Alright. So we got lots of spare sticks if we ever come back here. I'm not too worried about that. How did we do on the food front? Alright, so those both got cooked. I'll just put them over here for the moment. But this and that one got cooked. But I guess this one wasn't high enough up, so we're just going to attach that up here and get that cooking. And on the food front, we're actually really good on the food front. As I mentioned before, the problem is likely to be water. How do I want to handle this? I want to be here for a little while. What time is it? 3 in the morning. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. New problem. Where is my raft? Oh, that is not good. That is several orders of not good. Oh great, I'm raftless. Problem is, even if I could swim out to it, I don't know which way it's gone. So if I came up here and I rested it on these rocks, and then it detached itself, where is it likely to have floated? The waves seem to indicate this direction. You know, this is a serious crisis because I think I've saved since the last time it departed my shores. So this has suddenly become the new badness. Okay, new problem. This is I'm literally at a loss for words. I don't know how to actually recover the raft, the inflatable raft. Floated very far away does not give me information. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The prevailing ocean currents seem to be going that way. This is going to be me literally floating out into the ocean to see if I can spot it from ocean without getting eaten by a shark. If I die, I'm going to end up reloading anyway. There's Sharky Shark swimming below me. unfortunately not one of the hammerheads. So it's just gonna bash into me until I die. It is in fact theoretically possible for me to swim all the way home. But do you see what I see on the horizon? This is the stupidest thing on the history of the planet. If I manage to grab this and actually get all the way back to the island I was just on, I am the luckiest ridiculous person alive in this game. Alright. Alright. That's a thing.
What are you doing right now?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, hey. I'm currently streaming out to Twitch because I'm currently playing Stranded Deep. You can remember my Switch channel, you can probably find it there. Now, where the hell did I come from? Ladies and gentlemen, anybody who's listening, my friend has just popped into my Discord and said hi. Alright, now here's a problem. How do I find my way back to my primary island? So the way that I am going to do this, that is my main island right there. And I know this because I recognize the wreck. I think I recognize the wreck where I placed the lantern as a beacon. So if I start from here, which I can, by the way, grab more water since I'm already at this island. Da ta 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 ta. At least I think this is my island. Yes it is. I am unbelievably lucky not to have completely screwed this up. No. This is not my island. Okay, so this introduces a new problem. I'm somewhere new, which is great, but I have none of my gear. Okay. I really want to know what that ruin is about, but on the other hand, I also want to try to get back to the island I was on. It's not really a ruin, it's just an old ship. But... Alright. This is going to be a problem because I don't know which one of these islands is mine. But I think I'm heading roughly back the direction I came out. It's kind of over that direction. As I came in slightly off angle with that wreck, thinking this was my island. All I have to do is find my way to just one of my previously visited island, and my breadcrumbs will lead me back home. Cannot believe I actually found my raft. I may die anyway, but... Don't think it's that one there. The trees look a little bit too tall. Won't it be great when I get all the way back home and have a nice, cool glass of water from the solar still? It's not really a solar still anymore, is it? Well, it sort of is. Okay. Really not sure what island I should be going to here. Going to be a bit of a crapshoot. Hey, Majeric, how you doing? Yeah, I started up the stream about a half hour ago, kind of waiting for dinner, and I'm putting around the South Pacific. I may end up having to reload this game. But this will give me a hint as to what's actually sort of, you know, outside my bubble. Yeah, I need to find water. Congratulations, I get that. Okay, so we're stopping off at this island in any case, because I'm going to have to grab myself a coconut. Which will only extend the pain. But this abortive attempt to show everyone the delightful progress I've been making on the primary island is going to be kind of entertaining, in the sense of watching me die for dehydration, which is not as much entertainment as probably everybody was expecting. I do not recognize this island either. Nope, I don't even think it's one of the... Well, we'll find out. We shall find out. I do not see any of my standard campsites or configurations on this island. Alright, well, needs must. So, among the things that we are going to do today is not randomly lose our raft to the tides of fortune. Fortune favors the actually pulling the raft up on the beach, because that would be less dumb. Okay. Got some bad guys here in terms of crabs and boars, which is troubling. Look at that! Look at that! I am a little bit dumb, because I have extra rawhide here? When did I leave rawhide here? Unless this is somebody else's campsite, but nobody... No, that doesn't make any sense. I got the error there. So check that out. I have a way to get back home. I probably sailed about 1,000,000 times further than I thought I had to, but I am... Okay, I'm still in trouble, though, if I don't get my butt up a tree here and find... There we go. Coconut. Alright, I have a way home. If I don't muff this, I can recover from this slightly abortive attempt to show off. And you'll get to see my primary island early. I was going to get back to my primary island sort of at the tail end of this whole escapade. Okay, let's take one of these with me. All right. This is salvageable. And I'm going to come back to this island at some point anyway, because clearly more resources here, including, by the way, I must have killed some pigs here and then just left the leather, like, literally sitting next to here, and didn't come back for it because I'm dumb, distracted, I don't know. So... Oh, hello, though. We will slide by, because this is kind of a freebie, we're going to slide by this wreck and pick up this, this box here. We'll quickly pop down here to see if there's anything in these containers. Yes, and yes. But I can't get that one because I've got no storage. Okay, hang on. Up we get. That's right. Just take the box. Put it on here for a moment. It's already packed. Okay, this is a new problem. Okay, I'm gonna leave the leather down there. We're going to switch back to the paddle. And let's just get on a move here. We have to get back home. We're gonna claim all of the riches from the wrecks that are beneath this thing after we are no longer in imminent danger of being not alive. Maybe it has a coconut. Yeah, the game is a lot prettier than Raft. It actually preceded Raft by about a couple of years. It's been in permanent early access forever, but it's in constant development. It's only been single player, which is why I still play Raft for the sort of multiplayer version. Although I think this thing has started to add some multiplayer elements. That's actually a good point. The thing I like about this is it's a little bit more... It's less tied to the Raft as such, and it doesn't have a storyline as such. I really appreciate Raft for having a storyline and keeping you moving on it by focusing on the raft itself. It's kind of a water world. This one's more like Tropical Don't Starve, except single player. Well, the single player version of Don't Starve, I suppose. I'm coming back here because I got resources. Anyway. So, here you see the wisdom of me laying out my graph of log arrows. That is home. Let's get moving. I do keep returning to this because it's got a much more... it's designed to have like a complex... Oh, right, these are the pillars that I like to say sort of align me home, too. The thing I like about this one is, aside from being extraordinarily pretty, like, I literally create screenshots of this just to have screenshots of this. And it's gotten better over time. I'm not even running on the highest graphics settings. It's got a much sort of more comprehensive survival and build system. You can, there's a point. Maybe that's not entirely true. You can do some pretty elaborate stuff in Raft, but you can't build a home base anywhere. You can't. You're kind of. It's not true. You can go where you want, but the islands aren't the point. The Raft is, and in this, the islands and your survival on them is the point, and the Raft isn't. Mind you, I've seen some damned impressive rafts built in this thing. Lots more stuff to see underwater in this, I think. Although that's starting to become on par too. Hey buddy, don't really want to talk to you right now, thanks. Nuclear reactor with a bunch of coconuts. Well, to the extent that it's spoiler warning, powered rafts and gyrocopters, sailing rafts as well, of course. I believe one of the things that the author of this one did not too long ago was to try to encourage adding an end game or at least set up for having an end game. I haven't gotten anywhere near that point in this run. The last time I played this far into this game was like 2 years ago. So I'm semi-blind to this game, actually. So check that out. I've been all over the goddamn ocean, and I'm finally home. And all of my stuff is way the hell over there. And I need to find water. Yes, I really do. Alright. Alright. So, let's not make the same mistake I did last time. All the way up on shore, please. Hopefully not step on anything poisonous. Alright, you're back there. I need to cool down. I get that. Thank you. I'm trying to solve all the problems at once. Alright. Drink all the water I even remotely have in the still. Alright, so that solves my immediate water problem. Let's get rid of the extra one of those. Nope, that's not what I want. Alright, you can start to see the ridiculous amount of resources that I've been collecting sort of off-stream, so that I don't bore anybody who ever watches these afterward. Okay, so... This is the spare one that I picked up on that island that I didn't intend. What's actually in here? Alright, spare duct tape is not a bad thing. I've already got a pile here that's dedicated to making my first powered raft. What do I want to dump into this pile? I really have to organize that, but it's all vehicle bits. More gadgetry. This goes over with the minor buildables. Save now, save often. Where are we food-wise? We're not bad food-wise. We're still seriously dehydrated, though, and we can't do anything about that until we wait for the water still. Alright. I'm going to pick up a medium crab meat and nosh on that. If you remember, I still have food back at the other island that I've left cooking there. I have recovered my rubber raft, though, and that was absolutely astonishing. So... you can see I've collected all of these from underwater rafts. That's where I've got most of this, most of the supplies for the vehicle stuff here, as well as other bits of scrap and the like. Great for transporting materials from island to island as well. I often use that to deploy a colony. And here's what I'm going to build stuff out of. And since I have to wait until water comes along, let's actually start this process. Let's at least build the kiln. So that is going to require... Where is the kiln on this thing? The furnace, technically speaking. So 2 rope, 3 sticks. That's easy to do. Rope. Actually got the rope. Alright. Furnace. You know what? Let's just build it out the back of this thing here. Sure, why not? It's a little odd the way it's being shadowed here. I think this is a possible graphical glitch, but that's not bad. I'll take that. I suppose I could have probably turned it around the other way, but whatever. That's fine. So now I have a kiln. I really wanted to be able to build that before much else. Now we can also build the fuel thing. We get one more water. I kind of want more water. Yeah, it's not much there to drink yet. So it really does feel like a scrubby little island. Yeah, this island does not have a lot on it. It had enough to get me started, but it's got a lot of open space for me to build buildings on. I actually like this particular shape of island because by the time I got to the point where I was outgrowing this island, I was already out and gathering resources elsewhere. And this is where I'm going to build my 3-story resort. So it's not bad. Like I'm not too put out by that. Okay, so I'm going to need to get all the way to a fire pit above which to build this fuel still. I need plank scrap, which I have. That's fine. I'm going to need sticks. I got loads of that. I can make rope without any difficulty, and I got more than 1 jerry can. So the only thing I have to do is figure out where I want to build the fuel still, and I think I'll just actually build it. on the back side of this. Like I'll just build it here probably. So let's get on with that. Except I don't know how big it is, and that's the problem. Okay, how do I want to do this? I need wood scrap. Plank scrap. Okay, got one of those. How many of those do I need? I need 2 wood scrap of my very, very limited supply of wood scrap. Okay. I need sticks and rope. Jerry can I've got right here. Gotta build that fire though. Alright. Alright, there we go. That's when I need to build the fire. I'm gonna build, so I got the loom on that side. I'm gonna build I don't know what I want to do here. Let's build it here. I need one more stick, I think. Yeah. Sure. Alright. That's fine. Right. So that's got the fire above which we're going to build the still for fuel. Now, what do I need in order to do that? Tiny, tiny, scrubby little island. I'm going to need 4 sticks and 2 rope. Okay. So. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Fuel still. Oh, that's not huge at all. Okay, that can go there. I could have made more efficient use of space, but yeah, I'm okay with that. We gotta get this out of here, though. Check that out. Fuel still. I have no idea how to use the fuel still. What is it that I have to put into that? Can I put... Okay, fire. I gotta light the fire. That's a thing. But I don't know what I have to put into it other than that. It's not fibrous leaves. Palm leaves, maybe? Could be fruit. I mean, it would make kind of a lot of sense if I had actually put fruit in there. Alright. Well, let's just try the fire on its own and see what happens. I don't know how elaborate this patch has made the still mechanics. And I need my kindling. So let's go to the kindling and to here, eat a light. Yay! Put this back because I'm going to need that later. Okay. Okay, not that. Possibly the only thing it's going to work on is actual fruit. And I don't think I actually have any fruit physically on this island. Which I have a yucca fruit. Can I do it out of yucca fruit? I'm gonna need veggies, aren't I? So this is why. Reminds me of the island I visited when we went to Cuba. It feels like it would just disappear at high tide. Wow, let me tell you, when the storms come in this game, that's what it feels like. Yeah. Okay, that's just going to burn through. I'm going to extinguish this, I think, and preserve the wood. I need to figure out how to make this work, and I think it's going to require me getting... This is going to be... So I built this early. That's fine, because it took clay. At least I know it's built. But I think the problem here... is this still is going to require, like, fruits and the like, which I can grow here, but only once I get the farming thing up and running. So, with that in mind... When morning goes around, I'm going to book it back to the island where all my stuff is, and I'm going to specifically get the pontoons, the floaty balls that were attached to the ship out there, and I'm going to make my first raft. don't know if I'll do that in this stream. I'll have to figure out how my time is progressing. How are we doing in terms of the delivery from... Oh, well, I'm going to shut this down fairly soonish because I have dinner coming in. So, I am going to go and collect that, and I will probably start up the stream tomorrow. Perhaps, we'll see. Unless I stream some Phasmophobia tonight or something. So this is a good place. How am I doing for water? I'm pretty bad on water. Let's make sure I'm all watered up here. And so I've got the fuel still, but I can't do anything with it. So I'm going to build myself a sailing raft, which I've never done because the last time I played this game, there was no sailing raft. So that will be a new experience for me, and I will share that with all of you. Alright. Save the game. Thanks everyone so much for watching. And if you see this on the YouTube channel, come say hi to me on Twitch. This will be on YouTube before long. Thanks so much. See you in the next stream.